Right, good afternoon. And this afternoon then we're going to continue our work on the environment, but we are going to link it to a little bit of maths and we're going to be looking at pictograms. So to start with, recapping on yesterday when we looked at tally charts, here is a tally of some of the rubbish I collected just before Christmas on the beach. And you can see we've got plastic bags, 8 plastic bags, 14 cans, 20 pieces of food wrappers, and 11 coffee cups. So you can have a little think about now about how the rubbish could endanger wildlife. We looked at that this morning, so hopefully you have got lots of ideas. However, this afternoon's task is going to be to take this data, this tally chart, and turn it into a pictogram. Some of you might remember what a pictogram is. Some of you might have completely forgotten what a pictogram is. So to start with, let's have a look at a couple of examples. So this is a pictogram, and it says that here is a pictogram to show Class 5's favourite t-shirts. And we can have a look that one of these equals one shirt. So people who said blue t-shirt was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 green t-shirts, 4 red t-shirts, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 purple t-shirts. You could pause the video now if you wanted just to have a little think about the following questions. What is the most popular colour t-shirt? What is the least popular colour t-shirt? How many more children chose blue t-shirts than red t-shirts? So have a look at the blue line, have a look at the red line, how many more? And how many children are there in Class 5 altogether? If you want to pause this, you could quickly jot down your answers. So let's have a look at another example of a pictogram. So pictograms are any pictures that show a set of data. So having a look at this pictogram on the screen now, you can see a circle is one person. And we've got 5 circles here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. And 9 here, but we've got that missing. So we could draw in our 9 circles. It's a little bit tricky when I'm trying to do it on the computer. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can have a look at that way. This middle one, if you wanted to stop and have a go at completing that one, you could now. So you could pause the video and you need to complete the pictogram to show the fruit here. So this is the fruit that people said they liked. 6 bananas, 4 grapes, and you can see the apples. They've already done one for you, 3 apples. Looking at the bottom then, this pictogram is different because these pictograms go across, okay? But this one doesn't go horizontal, it goes vertical. So this pictogram is actually going up. It could go down, but this one is going up. And we've still got a football is still going to be equal to 1. So we've got Teddy has 2 footballs. And then Annie would have 9 footballs because you could draw in the 9 and so on. So hopefully you've got the idea of pictograms. I'm going to very briefly show you a different way of using a pictogram, and I'm going to be thinking about our rubbish. So when you're creating your pictogram, you need to decide on a picture, and you can have any picture you like. You could have shapes. Today, I'm just going to do some squares, but I could have had cars or I could have food. You can choose anything you like. So I have chosen some squares. For each of my squares, mine's not going to be colours. Hopefully, I'm going to let me. We are going to be looking at rubbish on the beach. So rubbish on the beach. And each of these, hopefully, I can change. Yeah. And this is when, I don't know if I can edit these. Now, this is when you're going to have to choose a picture to represent each one. So if I was representing my cans, hopefully I would find a picture of cans that I'm not sure I'm going to find on this app. So you would have cans, and then you'll need to decide whether or not your picture is going to be worth 1 or worth 2. So if I go back and have a look at how many cans I had, I can see there were 14. So I would then add up my 14. 14. Okay, you could actually though challenge yourself. At the moment we're using 1 picture for each item. But some of you might think, oh, that's really, really easy for me to do. Well, if that's the case, you could challenge yourself today and you could have a go at making your pictogram one picture worth two. So having a look at this one here, we have got favourite pets, or pets that people have: dog, cat, rabbit, fish. But this time, looking at here, we've got 10 dogs, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures. And that's because each picture is worth 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, and the same, the cat. We've got to complete this now. The cat, there are 14. We've got 2, 4, and then you can carry on and add them in. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. You have to really excuse my drawing with the mouse. And then the rabbits, we've got 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And the fish, we have 5, 10, 15, 16. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So your job this afternoon then is going to be to create a pictogram of the data from the beach. So you're going to have to decide on the pictures you're going to use. You might want to choose a different picture for different items. You might want to use the shape of a can or the shape of a food wrapper. And then you're going to need to decide on how many items each picture is going to represent. So is it going to be worth 1 can, or is one picture going to be worth 2 cans? And then you're going to have to think about, are you going to have it vertically or horizontally? So is yours going to go across, or is it going to go up or down? And if you wanted to, and you've got toys at home, you could even create it from your toys. So to finish with then, I will leave this as our last slide, and you're going to try and create it into some sort of pictogram. So hopefully we'll have some examples, and please email if you're unsure of anything, okay? Have fun having a go at doing this.